Thank you for watching this Hexagon Geospatial e-training module, Create Symbology, using the Style Editor in GeoMedia Smart Client. In this module, learn about the upgrades made to the Style Editor in GeoMedia Smart Client, making it even easier to create and prepare Symbology styles. The Style Editor has now been built using state-of-the-art web technology, providing more visual tools for editing, more drag-and-drop functionality, and dramatically increased speed. Start by selecting an existing library from the main menu. A library stores individual symbol definitions. In the Symbology Definition option, click the Add button. Click From Editor. Here you can see the name of the library, eTraining, in which you will add the new symbology. In the name field, type Polygon Training. In Symbology Type, click the arrow to see the list of types of symbology. Here, create a style for a polygon geometry. Select Area. Click Load Editor. The Polygon Symbolizer Style Editor is automatically loaded and ready to use. Note that Polygon is already selected on the left under Add Symbolizer. Also, directly below it, there is a default box showing a simple stroke polygon with no fill. You'll notice that the loading time is much faster as well. Now we'll review the areas of the Style Editor workspace. The Style Editor consists of these areas: Scale, Symbolizer List, Preview, and Edit Area. First, near the top of the workspace, the Scale area is the blue box with 0 to infinity. You can click the plus button to add new scales to the existing defined scales. When you double-click in the blue box to enable editing, you can directly edit the minimum and maximum scale values. Enter 0 to 20,000. When you hover on the left, the drag and drop button becomes available. When you hover on the right, the trash can button becomes available to delete the scale. Later, we'll learn how to drag and drop. Directly below the scale area is the Symbolizer list. Currently, we see the Symbolizer tool for a polygon. You can add more symbolizers by clicking the Add Symbolizer arrow button. To delete a symbolizer, hover on the name, then click the Delete button. Directly below the Symbolizer area is the Preview area. There are 4 preview windows: Default, Touched, Selected, and Highlighted. Touched means that when you touch the geometry in GeoMedia Smart Client, the geometry will turn green. The Selected and Highlighted options are for features that are locatable in GeoMedia Smart Client. For example, when you select one element in GeoMedia Smart Client, by default, the line for the polygon is red. For Highlighted, when you zoom in as a result of a query, then your geometry is highlighted in blue. The default settings are green for touched, red for selected, and blue for highlighted. You can edit any of the touched, selected, and highlighted styles by clicking the Edit button in the Preview window. This unlocks the style for editing. When you click the Edit button, the default style settings are copied to the unlocked one, and you can change anything you like. If you're not happy with the settings, you can delete the style by clicking the Delete button, and the style is reset to the default. Click the plus button on the selected window to get a maximized preview in the main upper part of the Style Editor. Click the minus button to close the maximized preview. In the main edit area, you can always see all available parameters for each symbolizer. In the upper part of the edit area are the global parameters, such as unit or geometry math, such as perpendicular offset. In the middle part of the edit area are the templates for styles, such as stroke and fill. Each template is a graphic representation of how the stroke and fill look. Click one of the stroke template windows to see its preview in all of the preview windows. Here you can set other parameters of the stroke, such as stroke width and stroke color. In the fill template area are windows showing a number of fill patterns. Click the hatched fill template. This one is a hatched fill with an angle of 45 degrees. You can create your own template also. Here we'll show how to create a graphic fill with more than one graphic. Click Custom to open an edit area. Click Graphic Fill. In the Graphics References section, click the list and select Add Mark or Add External Graphic. Back in the default preview window, the current size of the geometry is too small. Click in the blue scale area at the maximum scale parameter 20,000 and delete all of the numbers. This changes the maximum scale parameter to infinity. Notice that the graphics inside the preview window are larger now. Now return to the start of the symbolizer and change some parameters. From the breadcrumbs path, Polygon Custom Fill, click Polygon to return to the main polygon symbolizer. In Fill area, click None to remove the fill. To place an external graphic to be used as the stroke line, in Stroke area, click Graphic Stroke, External Graphic, next to Custom, to open a list of parameters. Click the list arrow for File and select the file name. These external files must have been previously uploaded in the resources of Smart Client Administrator. This graphic file is an H for helipad. Now we'll see some highlights of the new style editor. Switch to the New York Library. This New York Library is available in the Hexagon Geospatial Community website. Under Symbology Definition, in Symbology Filter, type Cluster. Under Actions, click the Edit button. First is the cluster point symbolizer. A cluster point symbol can display multiple points of interest that would otherwise be too close together to view individually. The text templates show the visualization of the number within the cluster point. The graphic templates are where you change the graphic itself that surround the text. The exploded cluster templates are different styles of the exploded cluster that will display when you click on one of the cluster points in GeoMedia Smart Client. Switch back to the New York Library. Under Symbology Definition, in Symbology Filter, type Heat. Under Actions, click the Edit button. Now look at the heat map symbolizer. Under Gradient, you can use the sequential grade template so you don't have to set every color yourself. Notice the predefined single hue and multi-hue color bar sequences. Click on a green color bar sequence and see the green gradient in the preview windows. Click on an orange color bar sequence and see the orange gradients in the preview windows. Under Gradient, click Custom. Here you can change the color in your custom gradient by clicking on the Color List button and typing in a hex code. Set the sequence offset for each color in the gradient from database values. You can also delete a level by clicking the Delete button. You can add gradient levels in between by clicking the plus button. Again, switch back to the New York Library. Next, we'll look at charts. Under Symbology Definition, in Symbology Filter, type Crime Sum. Under Actions, click the Edit button. The pie chart symbolizer opens. The default template for pie charts is too big for the preview window. In order to see the entire template, click the plus button to open the maximized view for the preview. This shows a nice overview of the pie chart and includes a legend of which color indicates which type of crime. In the Datasets area, you select the data for the pie charts, such as the name of the value and data series. Note the fill for the wedges of the pie chart is set to solid. The background fill is set to none. As you scroll down, note that the 4 preview windows scroll down as well. Then, when you change a parameter anywhere along the way, you can see your changes immediately in the preview windows. The next symbolizer we'll look at is bar charts. Switch back to the New York Library. Under Symbology Definition, in Symbology Filter, type Crime Total. Under Actions, click the Edit button. The bar chart symbolizer opens. As in the pie chart preview window, the default template for bar charts is too big for the preview window. In order to see the entire template, click the plus button to open the maximized view. The bar chart title is Crimes Total per Police Precinct. The x-axis shows the years that the data was collected. The y-axis shows the number of crimes. As you scroll down, notice all the parameters you can define. For example, you can define the title, the legend, the x-axis, and the y-axis. You can also define a grid. The last symbolizer we'll look at is Traffic Network. One last time, switch back to the New York Library. Under Symbology Definition, in Symbology Filter, type Motorway Tunnel. Under Actions, click the Edit button. The Traffic Network symbolizer opens. Let's start to create a new Traffic Network symbolizer by clicking Add Symbolizer and select Traffic Network. The default stroke is a dashed line. The name of the stroke is the same as the template name. Up in the Scales area, you can move the scales around by dragging and dropping. Select the 3000 to 30,000 scale range and drag it back and forth along the other scale elements. You can drop the scale element anywhere among the other scale elements. Thank you for watching this e-training module from Hexagon Geospatial. For more e-training, please visit hexagongeospatial.com/e-training.